Hi everyone and welcome to day 20 of our Christmas countdown. So today I'm going to be decorating my Yule log. I wanted to do this with you guys just to show you this really gorgeous little ritual. Now, before I begin, the Yule log is a long-standing pagan tradition. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but why do I do this? I do this because this is about kind of clearing out old energy and setting intentions. So you can either burn your Yule log on the winter solstice, or you can do it with New Year. I personally prefer New Year's Eve, but I know that's not traditional. But for me, I just feel like it's such a lovely New Year's ritual to do, and I quite like having my Yule log on the table for Christmas Day. So that's why I choose what I do. Now, when you decorate your Yule log, the wood, the different woods have different properties. So you can have a look at those. I'll talk through them in a moment. But yeah, basically you want to choose the wood which you feel like resonates with you, or you can even save, like if you get a real Christmas tree, you can save some of the wood from that Christmas tree and you can use that for next year. That's another nice kind of like little ritual to do. So yeah, once you've got your wood, you want to go out collecting, foraging, and finding things which you feel kind of drawn to here. So I've got cinnamon sticks, cloves, star anise. I've got some plants which I will talk through. I've got some candles, and I've got some essential oils. Like nice little bits of evergreen here, which I'm going to put on it. And randomly, I was really drawn to this piece of dried pussy willow. So I don't even know what that one means yet. But this is what I'm talking about. Pick what you are drawn to, what you feel like you want on this, and we're going to look at the meanings as we go, because I think it's always fascinating to let your intuition guide you, and then you'll look at the properties of certain plants and be like, oh, really? Yeah, that's exactly what my intention is, and I didn't even realize. So let's begin. So this wood is actually oak. And I chose oak because oak is all about kind of like leadership and resilience and endurance. And for my kind of 2023, a lot of my intentions are based around my business, or are based around, kind of like growth. And that's why I felt like the leadership qualities of oak was something that I was drawn to. But for example, birch, all about fertility, creativity, new beginnings. You've got pine, which is about success, well-being, joy, excitement, spiritual awakenings. Ash, which is all about wealth and prosperity, growth. And ash is really like symbolic of women as well. So, kind of like if you're looking for feminine empowerment, ash would be a good one. Holly is about protection, and it's a good one for divination as well. You've got willow, which is about intuition and feelings and the flow of water. And willow is a really good one if you were doing this to honor a goddess or a deity. Then you've got yew, which is all about ancestry, history, transitions, memory. Rowan, which is about kind of like defense. It's very protective. You've got hazel, which is about knowledge, creativity, inspiration. So there's just a couple, but honestly, have a look. Whichever one you're drawn to, go with it. I usually go for oak. Something about oak to me which just feels like strong and stable. So that's why I feel drawn to it. So what am I going to use to stick things on it? Well, I have got, when I find it, I've got some twine. So I've got some twine here. I've got some red satin ribbon, and I've also got some craft glue. You can use a glue gun, but yeah, glue is going to really help as well sticking things on this. So when we are ready, let's begin. I'm just going to like talk you through what I'm doing as we go. We'll have a little chit chat. And hopefully you guys can then go away and make your own Yule log. So I have got my twine here, and I'm going to be using this to tie a lot of my plants to my Yule log to begin with. So we're going to start with some evergreens here in the middle. Evergreens are obviously all about kind of bringing nature in here. And it's just really nice to include evergreens in your Yule log. So you may want to take cuttings off your Christmas tree if you've used a real one. If you do go out foraging in nature, I would recommend taking some bird food with you, because it's a really nice way to give back. So when you do take like little cuttings, I always just leave some bird seeds on the ground, and remember not to, take too much. So I've tied my first little bit of evergreens here. Now I'm going to use cuttings from my money plant, and this is one that I have grown. So with this one, we're just going to put these under. I'm going to try and place these first of all, and then do some tying afterwards. And you just want to get really creative when you're doing this. Like, don't necessarily worry about how it looks. Just really enjoy the process of making the Yule log. Thinking about what are your intentions for the year ahead. What is it that maybe you want to release and let go of this year? I'll do the last one over here. There we go. Now I'm just going to tie a little bit more twine. I'm going to go under my evergreens. I'm going to tie this here. And if you're using glue as well, obviously a glue gun will be better because of how quickly it dries, but I've only got craft glue with me, but it still works. It'll just take a little bit longer to dry, so it might be a little bit fragile to begin with. So I've got my money plant, I've got my evergreens, and then now I'm going to put some cinnamon on this. So let's get some more twine cut ready. And I'm just going to put my cinnamon under here, I feel. And to tie this, I am going to put the string under the string that I've already got, put the cinnamon there, and just tie it round. There we go. So cinnamon is really good for just like good fortune. It's a very protective herb as well. Cinnamon's also really useful for kind of like money in abundance and like wanting things to happen quickly. Like if you are an impatient person, cinnamon is always a very good herb to use in your little rituals and spell jars, simply because it does have this kind of like speeding up property where it just makes things happen much quicker. And let's put the final piece over here. Oh. Here we go. So I've got my cinnamon, I've got my evergreens, I've got my money plant. In fact, I don't know why I'm showing you the worst angle possibly. Here we go. So now I have my pussy willow. And this is dried. So just deciding how I want to cut this. So it's still quite big. I probably want this into 2 pieces. That looks about even. There we go. And yeah, just trying to figure out where I want to place this. Place it there. Under the little cinnamon. Pop it through that one. There we go. So I've got my pussy willow on it. Now I actually don't know what pussy willow's properties are. Oh, that's one that I wasn't sure of. So let's see if I can find it in this book. I might have to give this one a little Google because I'm sure it has another name. Oh, pussy willow, yeah. Salix nigra? Let's have a look. I'm sure it's got like everything in this. It's got so many different ones at the back, but I can't actually see it. So let me just give this a quick Google. Let's find out what the properties of pussy willow are. Because I'm still intrigued why I was even drawn to this in the first place. So yeah, because it's part of willow, it's got lots of the protection properties that willow does, all about the flow of water. And the moon and the feminine makes sense because I did want to use mine to also honor the moon. So yeah, it's a lot about like death and rebirth. Willows can quickly regrow, so it's got that kind of renewal, growth, vitality, immortality message. They're also put up on front doors, believing they ward off evil spirits. So that's definitely cool. And they just have like a very strong connection to the moon. So, you know, that's something that I work very closely with. And the ashes of willow are meant to be very powerful in protection. Obviously, this is going to be burnt. So, you know, that definitely makes sense as well. So now I've got some star anise and I have some whole cloves. And I am just going to be gluing these to the wood. So I'm just going to do some nice kind of like glue dots and we're just going to like blob them in and just let them dry however they dry. Get some star anise as well. Try and stick some star anise to cinnamon there. But like I said, you just want to get creative with this. Don't take it too seriously. It's all about the process of actually like making it, like really trying to enjoy that process. haven't decided how many star anise I am doing, as you can tell. And I might just put one in there. So there we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck some cloves under the strings as well, just to hold them in place. And well, guys, I am pretty much done. So my last thing that I want to do for you all is I'm going to use some oils. So I've got some like fir tree essential oils. I've got a nice winter blend, and I'm just going to drop some onto my Yule log. Essential oils, another really powerful way to work with herbs. You know, just using the ones that you are drawn to. Especially if it's something which is quite awkward to gather at this time of year, or you know, just really hard to get hold of, you can use the essential oils. So here is my gorgeous Yule log, and I will be burning this on New Year. Now before I do that, I'm going to get all of my family members to write down something they want to release or something they would like to manifest in 2023, and we're going to tie these to the log or tuck them in somewhere, and then we're going to burn it as a family. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this video. A little bit of more of kind of like you guys just watching me make my Yule log. So I'm sorry I couldn't like talk much more through this. But yeah, if you've got any questions, drop it in the comments and I will get back to you. But hopefully you all give this a go, have fun making yours. And yeah, let me know what you thought of this video.